It's ketchup packets.
Hey everybody, I'm Sean.
I'm Nate.
And this is Ketchup Packets. Today we are starting a new show. We are watching Season 1, Episode 1 of Arcane. What do you know about Arcane, Nate?
Well, I know it's a League of Legends based narrative,
Yes.
and I know little to nothing about League of Legends.
Right there with you.
Yeah.
I know that's a video game.
Mm-hmm.
It's an online video game that
Yep.
people play on teams.
Yep.
And it's known for having a community that is not forgiving to new players who don't know the customs of gameplay.
Yep,
You know,
yep.
like it's definitely you're
Specific
expected
roles.
to know how to do it before you join up.
Yep.
Because not doing it right will cost your teammates matches, and that affects them going forward. You know?
Right.
And that's as much as I understand.
Yeah, I think about it sort of like it's like Overwatch. It's like teams of like different roles, and you're trying to win, but I think it's overhead
Yeah,
gameplay.
yeah.
It's click speed.
Right, like Diablo in terms of camera up above.
Yeah.
And yeah, I think I had someone try to explain it to me once that there's like 5 players on a team and like 3 lanes of play somehow, so you have to figure out how to divide up your guys between the lanes. Like, so one of them will need to have fewer because it's 5 people, but 3 things that need coverage or something.
Right, yeah.
I don't know. Explain to us how League of Legends works in the comments, I guess, if you want to.
I probably won't ever. I don't have time to
Yeah.
get in all the way into it.
We
but-
might not read all that, but if you feel like it, that's fine too. I'm assuming we're not going to need to know that stuff
Right.
to watch this show. I think this is a narrative that is set in the world that game takes place in, which I know nothing at all about. But I've seen other reaction channels do this show and seem to like it. I know this show is pretty popular, and season 2 is coming in the near to medium future of some kind, so
Okay.
I thought it'd be good to check out.
Yeah, I'm always down with an animated fantasy show.
Yeah,
I'm all in.
I also know the main voice actor on this show is has previously appeared on the channel a couple times. She is the lead actor in Fallout and the first season of Yellow Jackets, Ella Purnell.
Really?
So, yes.
Okay, cool.
So, yeah,
You
she's
like Ella
on this.
Purnell?
And that's about all that I know, really. I don't even know the genre of show. I mean, the thumbnail we're looking at looks pretty grave. It doesn't seem like it's going to be wacky or comedic.
No,
so,
yeah. It's kind of dark,
Yeah.
high stakes narrative, I assume, you know,
So,
with cool action stuff probably. And
I mean, yeah, video games are very whoosh laser kapow kind of things, to quote Yahtzee Croshaw, I guess. But should we just check out what we're in for
Yeah,
here?
let's do it.
Okay, the first episode of Arcane called Welcome to the Playground. We have a Patreon down there. It's ahead of YouTube, and there's also full-length reactions and movie polls, so check that out if you want to. Otherwise, thanks for watching with us.
Okay, a dark, dismal scene. A little girl singing a song.
Reminds me of the start of Pirates of the Caribbean.
Yeah. Sets a very foreboding tone. He did? Okay. Run!
Okay, so total devastation.
Yeah. I like the kind of painterly style. You got 2D and 3D elements going on at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no!
What, who's that?
I'm assuming it's caretaker mom, maybe.
Yeah. Okay, so the place they come from has been taken over by fascists?
Bad bad guys. Yeah. Oh God.
We're almost there.
Oh man. Oh God.
It's nice getting above it all, huh?
Okay.
Cool.
Reminds me of Dishonored.
Yeah.
All right, everybody, follow me. Just don't look down.
Okay, just follow her. No big deal. God.
I don't know if we can all do that.
Yeah.
A plate of cupcakes.
Ah!
Nope, he got one.
Couldn't we have at least just walked there?
Gotta stay out of sight for this one.
I don't want to do that.
What did I tell you?
That I'm ready.
That's right. So?
Oh, okay.
Whew. Tell me about it.
It's high stakes, though.
Yes, it is extremely high stakes.
I don't understand how anybody learns parkour. Like, how do you
Yeah,
try
right.
it for the first time?
Thanks.
I guess you just go on lower and lower things until
Right.
you're good enough.
Right. You already have to have gymnastics down, I think.
Vander's gonna kill us.
Yeah, only if we screw up. So don't screw up.
Deal.
It all feels very like steampunk clockwork kind of feeling, you know? Like Dishonored 2 specifically.
Yeah. So they're just taking stuff.
Must be an inventor.
Seems like it.
They,
Whoa. I think
Getting robbed
this is
sucks.
yeah.
Uh-oh.
Guys?
Some kind of a MacGuffin.
Wait, Vi, how the hell did we find this place?
It was a tip
Don't
from
touch it. The lived-inness of all the environments is convincing. It kind of reminds me of Miyazaki a little bit.
Oh, sure, yeah. Oh,
Ah!
gotta collect the rest of the talismans.
Yeah. You ever pick up a rock that's glowing and humming? Just leave it.
Yeah, I think
It's more trouble than it's worth.
That's right. We've watched Chernobyl. The next scene is your hand burning. when you do
Yeah.
that.
Milo! How do we gotta go?
Oh, wow. Now you might be in a lot of trouble. Oh, no!
Oh god!
What's that doing?
It seems like that box wasn't locked, right? It was just keeping these things inside.
Oh! What have you done now? Gonna go kablamo. Okay!
Whoa!
It's a powerful explosive. Take them out of your backpack now.
Right, exactly. You're running around with them?
Sweet Jesus. Is everyone okay?
That was a curse word. Assuming maybe an older target audience than I initially thought.
Yeah.
Ouch.
You know that's not soft, yeah.
Oh!
What the hell happened back there?
I don't know. I didn't do anything.
No, you
You
totally
have
did.
stuff.
If you're done beating yourselves up, let's get this home.
Maybe they're already known by sight to the enforcers,
yeah.
you know.
I would assume so. It seemed like they do this a lot.
I heard there was some action across the river. Someone really kicked the nest, huh?
Is that so?
I mean, yeah, that was kind of like a terrorist attack by mistake.
Yeah, right, yeah.
You're tracking this mess of yours through my streets.
Your streets. What makes you think?
Uh-oh.
There's no reason this has to get ugly.
Dude,
How about
Gonna see a
you
cool
share
fight.
a little taste of your treasure there, and we'll call it even.
No, no, no. We worked too hard to...
Yeah, that's not good. Like,
You don't want to set
honor
the
among
precedent.
thieves. Yeah.
Yeah, of giving him a cut.
Just...
Oh! What do we do? Seems like we're all just people. I haven't
Yeah.
seen anybody with, like, special abilities so far.
Right. Fight choreography is really good too.
The animation is
Ouch,
really
yeah.
cool, too. I like the animation style a lot. Oh!
Ouch, dude.
Yeah, you feel the impact, you know?
Yeah.
It's not easy to animate that.
Oof.
This is... Yeah, this is a little more
Ouch, yeah, this
starkly
is
violent
intense.
than I thought it would be.
I'm into it. Heck yeah.
I thought the violence would not have this much weight to it.
Oh. But having it be like this makes me confident that like the damage is real
Yeah,
and like gonna, you know, it's not gonna be like cartoon physics.
exactly. Like if we see a character take a hard hit, we can be like, oh, that's gotta hurt.
Yeah.
Instead of being like, oh, they're fine. Uh-oh.
He's got a knife. Call that a knife?
What happened to Powder?
She's gone. She dipped with all the stuff. Is it really worth just all this for stealing half of their loot or whatever?
Yeah, she did just run.
She's got all the loot.
Well, and I guess when fight isn't much of an option for her,
Fight
run
or
is
flight.
what you do.
Fuck. Hide is a good option. Use one of those blue
Yeah,
bombs.
another explosive.
Come on, Mauser. I need
Just a
you.
little, like, screw grenade. That'll fuck you up. No.
No, it's something. That did something.
I guess. I'm not sure what.
Now kick him.
Yeah, I guess you want to get away.
Yeah.
You can come back for this stuff later.
Come back for it later. It looked kind of deep.
I get my face bashed in and she just gets a pass?
Yep.
I don't think she did anything on purpose.
Yeah. Even if it's an accident, the outcome's the same. You know?
Right, but what was she supposed to do differently?
I would be there the next day with like a magnet.
Yeah,
You know?
I might do it. This is a cool underground city. Very extensive. What's
Yeah.
the deal? Is that the guy that saved them? The bartender? Maybe not.
Well, I suppose that concludes our business then.
We have an Asari over there.
This isn't what we agreed on, so...
Well, demand for your wares has dropped since we made our arrangements.
It's not how you do business.
Wait. We shook on it. 10,000.
More of a lawless place, I
I
guess.
guess.
Make your choice.
Okay,
If
well,
folks need anything, leave us. You sure about that? Sounded to me like...
Piss off.
that guy
that?
looks like he might be the guy that saved them at the beginning.
Yeah.
You don't seem to listen,
A
partner.
bit of advice. Don't threaten the guy who pours the drinks.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. You got the whole bar on your
So
side.
you're Vander.
Hound of the Underground. I expected something younger.
Okay, so it is him, because the kids were talking about him. They said Vander.
How about you just give Huck the rest of what you owe him, and I'll let you walk out of here in one piece.
Okay, so he's the enforcer of the underworld code.
Yep. Gotta
Do
keep
we,
it. Gotta keep everything.
have a deal?
Keep everyone honest. You know.
The noble bad guy.
I don't suppose you can explain why it is that I'm hearing about an explosion and a foot chase topside? 4 children fleeing the sea.
Yeah, you can't conceal that.
No.
You blew up a building.
Where did you even get this tip?
We just heard it at Benzo's shop.
From?
Little man.
No snitching.
We stay out of Piltover's business.
Why? They've got plenty, while we're down here scraping together coins. When did you get so comfortable living in someone else's shadow?
Everyone out.
Guess he's not gonna dress her down in front of the people.
When people look up to you, you don't get to be selfish. You say run, they run. You say swim, they dive in. You say light a fire, they show up with oil. But whatever happens...
Those are wise words.
Yep.
It's on you.
Buck stops with you.
Where is it now?
We lost it.
Good.
Good.
Nothing can tie you to what happened up there. You're gonna have
Yeah.
to lay low.
Nobody can trace it back now.
We're gonna be fine, right?
I'll take care of it.
So all those stolen blue stones are at the bottom of the harbor there, though. In that
Are
bag,
they?
right?
Yeah.
Oh.
I think she didn't ditch
Did
those?
put that idiot on his arse, though.
I feel like she put them in her pocket or something. 'Cause she didn't have the bag to begin with, you know?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. You gonna go show it to Vi?
She's young.
Don't bullshit me. We're twice the person at half her age.
You know what, Milo? You're right. There's a bunch of things Powder just can't do.
You don't have to tell me twice.
It's okay.
It's a bunch of things everyone can't do.
Complain about everything.
What?
And brag nonstop.
Okay, I see where this is going.
Pick fights with the group when we need to focus. Powder's my problem, okay? Your problem is never knowing...
She walked away at the wrong moment.
We're closed. We'll open up.
For good. You can take your worthless junk elsewhere.
Just as
It's a cool spyglass.
Yeah.
How could they be so stupid?
The younger folk think it's the right thing to do.
Yeah, and Vi's one of them. Throws herself at trouble wherever she can find some.
Yeah, they're growing up, Vander. Looking to write their own stories.
How come they seem like they're friends now, and a second ago he wasn't welcome in here?
There's worse things than enforcers out there. We both know that.
Yeah, I was hoping you'd be working today.
Did you guys go? Did Vi kick their asses?
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't be here otherwise.
Oh, she showed me a couple of moves to practice. Look.
Yeah, it's...
There you go.
How did you know where he lived?
Followed him. How else?
Oh, right. Oh, crap.
Oh, so they do come down here.
Yep.
They'll be fine.
They got masks on.
Is there bad air?
Breathe the air. Yeah.
I mean, everything's kind of green, you know?
Yeah.
Something I can help you with?
Some trench of trash attacked one of the buildings in the Academy District. But you already knew that.
We're looking for the culprits.
Got a
I
description?
recognize that voice.
Yeah, she's very distinctive.
Listen, you shady
How
son of a...
about you go for a little walk, Marcus? Cool off a bit. Go.
Well, now I expect that character to be significant. You
Yep,
don't hire her
gotta be.
for one scene.
Look at that one-wheeled, like, vehicle out front.
I didn't see it.
Yeah, it's cool.
I like all the vibes of this a
Yeah.
lot, though.
Have you ever seen Steam Boy? It's a great anime movie. The makers of Akira.
Lovely chap
Okay.
you brought.
It's got one of those in it. I'm beginning to think that a lot of the aesthetic of this is, you know, it was an influence.
You know this crossed the line upstairs.
Was anyone hurt?
A building was blown to bits. What do you think?
Well, no, not necessarily.
You know what kind of stuff they had in there? Makes this place look like a candy shop.
What's that supposed to mean?
We had a deal, Vander. You keep your people off my street, and I stay out of your business.
It's a pretty cool little spy apparatus.
If I don't put someone behind bars tonight, the next time I come down here, I'll have an army of enforcers with me. We both know how that'll go.
I'm sorry,
Gotta give somebody up. Mm-hmm.
but I can't offer up my own people.
There's those kids in the alleyway.
Yeah, sure. Why not them?
If you change your mind, this will reach me. And only me.
How do I use it? Hello? Hello?
It's common in their world, probably. So this is like a little grenade
find
toy
this
that
one?
she has that didn't work how it was supposed to.
You heard them. I'm not a fighter.
Yeah, I want to see that thing work.
They never work.
They will. Come with me.
So she invented them?
Come on.
Yeah. Is she a tinkerer? She's not a fighter. She's a, an engineer.
A gadgets hero.
These were in my pocket. They're from the apartment.
Yeah.
What are they?
I don't know.
Explosives.
Let's keep this our little secret.
I mean, they're in trouble already, so she's just being cautious.
Yeah.
And now underwater, or? No.
Yep.
Oh, but this is the street rat they were fighting.
Mm-hmm.
Whoa.
Cool.
You were supposed to follow them and not interfere.
Yeah.
Now his accomplice is asking questions about you. And that's not a risk I'm willing to take.
Okay.
Get him a meal. But keep him off the streets.
What does that mean?
This guy looks evil.
Our timeline has moved up. It's almost ready.
Maybe he's alright.
Feeding time.
Come on,
Despite all my rage, man, I'm still just a rat in a cage.
How dare you?
Oh, I think the rat's gonna be more powerful than the cat.
So they're feeding the cat to the rat.
Alright, awesome. Mutant rat.
The glass broke. You need a stronger enclosure.
Do you have a subject in mind?
Someone just volunteered.
Splinter.
Who volunteered? What? I don't understand. Oh, that was cool.
It's going on to human trials.
I see.
Yeah.
Yes. We need to take the whole line back to formula. Back to formula. Ah! It's a Spider-Man reference. Sorry, everybody. I forgot we have new audience members. It's gonna be weird. That was the first episode of Arcane.
I'm into it.
I like it.
Yeah, I was. I'm always concerned when, especially if we're watching like a Netflix original cartoon series, that they're gonna play it safe and play it to a younger audience. But there is the audience of League of Legends, I think, is closer to our age.
Yeah, I think it skews a bit older.
It's been around a long time.
Right. Yeah, the other Netflix animated production that we watched on this channel a while ago now was Nimona. And I definitely can see some similarities, in terms of the presentation.
Yep,
yeah,
very much so.
But that definitely felt like it was more geared towards a young audience than this did, you know, in terms of like characters in that would undergo serious physical harm and stuff, and just be it was much more cartoony in terms of like an explosion doesn't hurt you and that kind of thing. Whereas this feels like getting punched makes you bleed, and like it will. There's stakes and gravity to the violence here. I like that.
There's value to both versions of storytelling, but if you're gonna tell it a very dark, Nimona was pretty dark too. But like in terms of just like the tone of this, I'm glad that the physical impact matches the tone, the darker tone of it. Yeah. And like just the idea, like when they were doing all that parkour over the rooftops, I didn't know quite what to expect, because like that's a little bit like, I don't know how much I buy like how much risk they're actually taking.
Exactly,
but, like, now I figure that if they would have fallen, that a character could die,
Yeah, especially with something animated like this, you need to give a sense that there's danger in what they're doing. Otherwise, it's not the same as watching like footage they shot of people running across rooftops. It's like, boy, you really did draw them running perfectly across those rooftops.
Yeah,
we need to believe that there's something impressive happening in them surviving and doing that right. So yeah.
So yeah, they're risking it though, keeping those little blue explosives,
little blue crystals of energy. It's like, I wonder if that is like some sort of a item that you're supposed to collect in the game, like if the object of the game is getting that stuff or those things or something like that. I mean, I don't know. I'm gonna try to avoid tying it to the game at every possible opportunity and just watch it for the show it is. But we didn't get really a ton of plot so far this time. We just kind of got our basic setup. We got this group of thieves. They are on the radar of law enforcement, and there are also badder bad guys trying to get them,
Right.
you know, and that's pretty much our setup.
There was also like seemingly a militaristic takeover in the very beginning of their maybe more idyllic existence.
Right.
you know?
So the place they
like,
come from was destroyed, and they're sort of just making do in the aftermath now.
Right, yeah.
Their parents are dead.
But they're still like an upper class. And then they're pushed down into like the lower like rung of society for some reason.
Yeah, I wonder if they're going to spend time like exploring and fleshing out that dynamic, or if that is kind of like League of Legends lore game background that they sort of think you either have or you don't, and that they're not going to bother with it if we don't know that stuff. Maybe it's in there just as sort of flavor for game aficionados that are expecting it. Because you could keep this story. I mean, like, I don't feel like I'm missing pieces to understand what's happening. You know, the dynamic is clear right out of the gate here. So
maybe flashbacks to help with specific character motivations, like what's this guy with the one glowing eye? Where is he coming from?
But I'm confident we'll see what we need to see in that kind of thing. You know, it's still just the first episode. So yeah, that was. I didn't know that it was like a steampunky kind of. I don't know. I guess with the title League of Legends, I thought that it would be more of like a medieval, magic-y kind of.
That's interesting.
Kind of a setting.
I was under the impression that there was more like. There's two kinds of magic. One kind that's like fireball magic, you know, and then the other kind that's like, I have a MacGuffin that's magical, you know.
If I have it, everything goes my way, just like the Ring of Power kind of thing.
Right,
you know? It's like, what exactly does it do? It means you win. You know?
Yeah, or glowing crystals that are full of energy and stuff like that. We don't really have that in the real world, but it's like a little bit more grounded in like reality and makes me more confident that they're not just going to be able to pull out like plot armor magical powers all
I have my
willy-nilly.
magical force field, or I could do super powerful punches or energy punch. Yeah,
I didn't even know I could do this before.
Exactly,
and now I can do it.
Right, yeah. This episode certainly didn't give us any reason to believe there's that kind of thing. They seem like they're all just people living in a people world, you know, but it's still like a steampunk setting. I don't know, yeah.
Which I love that aesthetic. It's so much fun to just like see how all the things work, you know? It like forces the designers to like put things in like a semi-realistic, at least explain to me how this is kind of supposed to work.
Exactly,
you know?
right. Like, it doesn't know. I could totally buy something like a clockwork automaton in this show, you know, like a robot that just works with like gears and springs and that kind of stuff, you know, like that wouldn't work in real life, you know, but it's just something they could put into a show like this and I'd be like, all right, cool, yeah. So they have that sort of, you know, impossible technology from the late 1800s.
Yeah, right.
I guess is how it sort of feels. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean,
good one.
Cool. Yeah, so far good.
On
Like
board. Thanks for joining us, any new audience members that are here for Arcane. We're excited to go through this, and yeah, check out the rest of our channel if you want to. We'll see you at the next one. I'm Sean.
I'm Nate.
This is Ketchup Packets.